Hi, this is Joy. Welcome to my healing kitchen. Today, we're going to be doing another Reiki healing prayers for the universe, prayers for Mother Earth. and I got a lot of hits when I was putting together this board. Let me show you what I mean. Okay, so first of all, you see the sword here and then the wand. The sword represents thinking and speaking. And it really feels like the wand, which is alongside of it and which is, up and down, is pulling the sword forward. So it's going to be straight up and down. And to me, the indication of that, or the meaning of that, is the wand, which represents feminine energy, is trying to pull the male energy, which is representing thinking and speaking, but in a non-aligned fashion. So it's moving it upward, which would then be aligned, and it would be positive thinking and speaking. And when we say feminine and masculine energy, what we're talking about is the divine feminine, the divine masculine. It's not male, female. Okay, so we've got our beautiful crystal here. This is my pink crystal. Is representative of the world. Okay. Now, all the things on this board felt like they were floating. It didn't feel like frenetic kind of activity. It felt like everything is sort of in the air. This tiny tarot card deck felt like, because it's moving really slowly and it's in disarray, it's still in question. It's still dependent on people's free will. You see a lot of people make, they say what's going to happen in the future. The problem is we don't know what people are going to be doing, their free will. So eventually certain events will happen, but the free will make it depend on how quickly it happens, okay? We've got, I believe, is that amber? I think that is amber. This is representative of money, this little tiny bag of fake coins. My silver candlestick. And then once again, these represent to me people. And do you see how they're sort of in disarray? They're not moving around like this. They're sort of floating around, okay? There's my tarot card deck. And then we've got my various stones here. So I thought that was nice. I like that. Okay. All right. Boy, I hope you're not looking at this crooked. Okay. I'm still learning how to use this. You might hear a cold. I've had a cold now for about a week. Hacking up. I have been coughing so badly. Anyway, I'm coming around the bend, so that's good. All right, so there's that. Now, I did have something come through when I was working in my garden this morning, and I was looking at this particular plant called the what? Oh my God, what is it called? It's called the flaming. The flaming flower or something. It's a great plant to use as ground cover, because what happens is, I should really show you what this looks like. Let me bring you outside with me and I'll show you real quick if you would get disconnected. Okay, so let's go outside real quick. Okay, this is the plant that I'm talking about. It's a cousin to the African violet. Oh, flaming violet, that's what it's called. Now, do you see how it propagates? It's got these runners that come out and then they lay on the ground and then they form a new plant. So that kind of plant here, you could almost say it grows like a weed. It's beautiful. It is a beautiful plant, I think. The leaves on it are gorgeous, and I love the intense red colors. And pretty much you put it down anywhere, except unless, of course, you put it in like total direct sun, then it's not going to do well. But pretty much it's going to go everywhere and grow really well anywhere. And so my point is that when you've got a plant or people or anything like that, you start to, if things come so easily with having them, like that particular plant, having it grow so easily, you sort of start thinking it's not special anymore. And you start looking for other plants that won't necessarily grow in this area that you somehow miss because you remember it from being back in, I don't know, the northern part of the United States or something like that. Like roses, certain types of roses only grow here. Um, Otherwise, they'll get root rot. And so think about the people in your lives that have always been there for you, and you sort of just take that for granted. Maybe parents that have always paid for you. If you're a younger person, they've always paid for you, and then suddenly you're out on your own, and suddenly you're like, oh, things cost money. So my point is not to take these things for granted. That flower, even though it does grow so easily here, it still is special and it's still beautiful. And so Spirit just wants you to remember that. And just because something is readily available, don't take it for granted. Like water, you know, water's everywhere. But boy, when you don't have water, you're sort of up 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 a creek. Okay, let's do the healing for the universe. Okay, so let's close our eyes. You can bow your head if you want. Put your feet on the ground. If you're outside and you've got your feet on the earth, that's even better. But if not, that's okay if you're inside. Put your feet flat on the ground and feel the roots coming out of the bottom of your feet and going down, 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 down until it eventually hits something, whether it's a rock or something where it's very stable and you can sort of wrap your roots around it and you are never going to be moved. Just hold it really tight down in the earth. And imagine even your legs are all covered with the earth soil. It's all around you, and you're so stable and not easily moved. It's a wonderful feeling. And for some reason, I'm seeing a baby in my arms, and I'm rocking it. Um, you know, they're telling me that we're the baby, and Mother Earth is cradling us. Isn't that nice? That is so beautiful. Okay. And then, oh, wow. Feels so wonderful. Feels so, so wonderful. And then you look at your mother, Mother Earth. Look her in the eyes and see her eyes. See the expression on her face. You can do no wrong. Even after everything that we've done to Mother Earth, she's ever forgiving. Now let's go ahead and imagine that we are above the earth and we've got our arm out and we're just waving it over the earth, and out of our arm will be gold and pink energy just dropping down to the earth from our arms. And people down on the earth are not paying attention, but all of a sudden they're hit with this energy. And where they were arguing and upset and worried, they're quiet now. And sometimes some of them will look up, and some of them will just be quiet, and some of them will cry. And now we're going to say a big I love you. all the people on the earth. Okay. All right, let's open our eyes now. Wasn't that nice? I really liked the Mother Earth analogy. That was really, yeah, I really felt that. That was beautiful. Okay, let's look at our card now. I did shuffle. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, here we've got the transformation card again. Yeah, I think that's definitely where we're at. We're in the transformation phase of Earth, and it's a little painful as transformations are, but we're going to get through this. We're going to do fine, and we're going to be better on the other side. We needed to have this quote unquote horrible stuff happen now because the horrible stuff was sort of hidden down. And when you sort of like say, oh, come out now, they will. They'll come out and they'll be like, yeah, that's right. That's the way I think. Da, 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 da. So now we can see it. Now we can see that black sludge. And now we can do something about it. If we want, we can do something about it. All right, lovelies. Thank you for spending this time in my healing kitchen. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. And I love you.